Good morning, everyone. Welcome back. Today's adventure, I am actually on a 4-day mission to catch a fish that I've only ever caught one species of. I came up to the same area last year and spent 3 days targeting the same species and didn't catch any. We're looking for Northern Snakehead here in Virginia. Fishing a new river today that I've never fished before, but it's 15 minutes away from the hotel. And I figure I'll come out here, get a line with, spend a day here scouting this out, because I know I'll be making future trips, and if this is another productive area of water, I'll definitely hit this again next time I come out here. This particular river, I believe, is called Occoquan. It holds the world record for Northern Snakehead, which is pretty impressive when you figure that Northern Snakehead are an invasive species, and they're from Asia, so the fact that the United States actually holds a world record is pretty promising. Now, that record was caught about 15 years ago, but at least I know those fish are here in this water. So I'm gonna start off right here, just kind of drifting down the river here. I'm in 10 feet of water right here, marking a huge school of fish underneath me. Anyway, we'll fish the wood first, and then there's some lily pads I found on the GPS about a half-mile south of here. I'm sorry, downstream of here. Then we'll turn around and head upstream, and there's a breakwater over there. Go as far upstream as I can later on in the day and see if maybe we can find some fish that are in that current. But conditions today are going to be pretty nice. Water temperature is 58.9 degrees, so 59 degrees. I'm hoping it'll warm up maybe half a degree throughout the day. But I'm just going to spend as much time on the water today as possible. I have lunch here with me, plenty of fluid, so I'm ready to spend the whole day on the water. Okay, so we're starting off the morning with this buzz bait. It's got a frog with these kicking tails on it. I went ahead and put this trailer hook on it, a little piece of rubber there to keep it from coming off. This is for fish that strike short and miss this hook. They'll get that little trailer hook right there. So we'll fish this wooded area. It's very shallow here. I do not anticipate anything, but you never know. You might have a snakehead in there, or maybe a bass that's kind of just hanging out next to all this structure, and maybe fish down in there a little bit, and then we'll work our way downstream. Current here is very, very slow, but there is a current, so I will be constantly having to readjust. I could drop anchor, but I don't intend to spend too much time in this area. So for now, we'll stay just drifting. Fish this little pocket. Have a rage tail menace here with the spiked tail, and I believe that's a 1/8 ounce jig head on there. I already had it pre-rigged from a previous adventure. This is a very, very good bait right here. Very versatile. There's a hit. Bass. All right, let's land this guy, get the skunk off the boat. Nice, healthy bass. Not a target species, but we'll absolutely take them. Come on, baby, come to the net. There you go. Yeah. All right. It's a decent fish. He choked that 4-inch rage tail menace. One of my favorite soft plastics. I use it in fresh and salt water, and I've caught fish in both. There we go. All right, first fish of the day. Nice largemouth. He choked down that rage tail menace right there. One of my favorite lures to use. There we go. Just got him out of this wood structure over here. It's a good, healthy little fish. Not a monster, maybe 13, 14 inches. Healthy, nice and chunky, good shoulders on him. Interesting little spot right there. But yeah, there we go. Got the skunk off. That's awesome. Hey, youngster, thank you so much for the fight. Off he goes. All right, not the target species. Hey, but we got the skunk off. That's huge. All right, that increases my confidence even more, of course, on the lure that I'm already very confident in. Working our way down. There's some weeds over here. We're just keep working these shallows. He came out about 4 feet of water, but it doesn't take much. I drifted out and I'm already in 7 feet of water. I'm only a few feet away from where I caught him, but it drops really quick down to 20 feet over here. There's a nice shelf, and I'm thinking later on in the day, as the sun comes up, these fish are going to want to stay deeper. Now granted, this water is pretty stained, so the sun may not affect them that much, but if they start heading deeper, I can hit these ledges with some jig heads. But anyway, let's keep on working our way downstream here. That is I-95 right there, so we're not very far from like the main city. But what I'm going to do is fish this outer part of these lilies and then start working my way in there. The nice thing about the way I have this rigged up, this lure, is I can cast right up into those lilies and swim it through there. Oh my gosh. All kinds of activity. Everything's starting to wake up now the sun's coming up. Alright, I'm working my way further into these lilies. I really think once that sun comes up, starts warming up this water, that's when the snakehead are gonna really start getting active. I was reading an article and they said that the snakehead really don't start getting active until the afternoon into the evening, like 2 to 5, and that's when the water's warmed up. The sun's been up for a while, so but you never know. I mean, I'll be out on the water. I'm gonna spend all day out here. That's what I came up here to do. So if I catch a few bass in the meantime, because the bass will bite at any point, especially here early in the morning. Okay, we're coming out of those lily pads. We'll come back to them. What I'm doing here is coming out. I'm going to find out where the drop off is here. We're going to fish a chatterbait, or some people know it as a bladed jig, right on the edge of the channel. So on 2.5 feet of water, all I'm doing is just going to go work my way across the river till I see it drops off. If I don't see a major drop off here, I might go further upstream because I know it gets deep over there, and I'm sure it gets deep over further down there. A lot of activity on the surface. I'm sure they're just crappie or perch. Definitely not a target species. But what I was thinking, if things go really, really well these first couple of days, here we go. Well, not really dropping off. There it is. There it is. Now it's dropping off. Okay. So we'll fish right along this edge of this channel here. So what I was thinking was, if things go really, really well the first few days, what I might do is come out here and catch some perch or bluegill, crappie, something that I can use for cut bait, and see if I can catch myself a big blue cat. There's some big blue catfish in these waters around here. Last time I was here, I did catch a couple while I was fishing for snakehead. They were in about the 4 or 5 pound range, so not really monsters, but definitely fun, especially on the lighter gear I was using that day. All right. So idea here is cast it out, let it sink all the way to the bottom. You just want to get it moving where you feel that vibration. So here's the action. It just wiggles back and forth. A lot of vibration there. Chartreuse, nice gold blade on there for this stained brown water. Those good combinations. There's a hit. All right, what do we got here? Please be a striper. It is a striper. A little schooly, but I'll take them. Heck yeah. All right. Oh, there we go. I knew there'd be fish following those shad. I knew it. All right, baby. Very nice. Not the biggest fish, but I'll take them. Heck yeah, what a beautiful fish. They are so pretty.
go. Let's get a good look at you, baby. Very nice, little schoolie. Maybe 12, 13 inches. Not as big as the largemouth I caught, about the same length, but definitely not the same girth or thickness. But yeah, nice fish. All right, and this goes to show you that is a big bait right there, but they have no problem taking something that big in their mouth. All right, fish number 2, little schoolie striper. I haven't caught a lot of these. This might be my 15th striped bass in my life. But what I was doing, I know that there's shad. I see them busting up everywhere. I got schools of them everywhere marking. These guys are gonna follow them. There's probably bigger ones down there. I just threw a 4-inch paddle bait, or might even be 5-inch, but cast it out, let it hit the bottom, and just jigging it back, bouncing it up and down. I got this little pretty beauty. They're such pretty fish. Really, really cool. Exactly what I was hoping I would catch and do with that technique. Maybe I thought maybe I might get myself a blue catfish, but this is what I was really targeting, so it worked out really well. Let's see if we can get a bigger one. All right, sir. Thank you so much for the fight. Off he goes. All right. That was pretty awesome. Okay, 2 species today. Neither of them are target species, but hey, man, we are catching fish. You cannot complain if you're catching fish. Oh, there's a fish there. I just scared the crap out of it. I don't know if it was a carp, a snakehead, or a gar, but I cast right on top of it. Oh, unbelievable. I cannot believe I did that. There's no way I could see it. There's no way I would have known, but what are the odds the lure would land right on its back? It was a good sized fish, whatever it was. Groundhog right here. I don't know if you guys can see that. Let's see if I can get some pictures with my camera. Well, I'm going to call it a day. Geez, tough bite this afternoon. Didn't see a sign of our target species. Not going to be too frustrated. It's day 1. It's a new body of water. I just wanted something close to the hotel just to explore and see what we got. Mission accomplished. We caught something. That striped bass was definitely a bonus. It was a small one, but I'll take it. Just a really, really tough afternoon. I'm not exactly sure what's going on, to be honest with you. I didn't see a sign of the snakehead, unless that's maybe what I spooked over in that little cove just a little while ago. Otherwise, really nothing. But gonna do the same type of thing tomorrow. The weather's gonna be kind of crappy tomorrow, but hopefully if it doesn't rain, I can just get out on the water and just do some exploring, maybe hit a different body of water, or maybe hit the same river and just go further downstream and see what's down that way. But either way, it was fun. It was a beautiful, beautiful day on the water until it turned the last hour. But anyway, it was fun. I hope you enjoyed the episode. We'll catch you on the next fishing adventure.